Yeah, I went up Mount Olympus, and we're
Did
just
you climb the whole thing?
No,
Where'd you get to? The saddle?
Halfway up. I didn't even go all the way up. I wasn't gonna have time. I started at like 12.
Well, yeah. When I saw you start, I was like, dude, I hope he's not climbing to the top because he's not gonna be back in time.
Yeah, I started at like 12.
I think that's also why I think I texted you right at that time because I was like, we're still doing this?
Yeah. No, so what I do is about halfway up, there's a little ridge, and you can just climb up that ridge, and you have a pretty decent view from there.
Oh, cool.
So that's just my go-to spot whenever I go trail running up there.
Yeah.
I just run to the ridge.
That's the spot to go, huh?
Yeah, it's so nice, dude.
So here.
I'm usually just up there by myself. I never
Don't you
see
have a dog? I thought you said you had a dog.
I
Wasn't
do.
It you?
Yeah, I have a dog.
But it's not here?
No, she's at my parents' house. Normally I would have her like in my free time, but like I'm not talking to my parents right now. So yeah, I'm just
talking to your parents.
I quit my job and
We starting, by the way?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Oh, we're rolling. Let's go.
It's tobacco. But I quit my job and I worked for my parents, and it just ended really bad. Like my dad was the aggressor. He's a fucking retard. Like he was being retarded. He's not a retard. He was just being fucking.
He's not an actual retard. He's just being retarded.
He's stupid.
That makes sense.
He just came at me with all these fucking wild accusations. I'm not gonna say him on public. I'm not gonna publicly put that out there, but I'll say he just like came at me for no fucking reason, just because he was just assuming things and making shit up. I'm good, but he was just like, I don't know, like yelling at me, screaming at me. So, and this happens at least once or twice a year, for like the last 6 years. And this time I was just like, all right, I fucking had it. Like, I'm done. So I fucking got in his face, screamed at him, and like said some pretty... Dude, I fucking put him in his place, man. Like, yeah.
Fuck, man.
He didn't have much to say after. Like I said some pretty fucked up shit. Like, I felt good, dude.
That's funny.
Dude, the text that I said to him, like his...
So this is all via text?
No, this is in person. But like when I left, like I felt really good about this because it felt good. When I was leaving, he was yelling something to me, and I'm about to walk out the door, and I just go, "Shut up!" And then I just fucking slammed the door. Like,
oh shit!
That just felt really good. And and so then he texts. Well, so then I go to my parents' house and I go talk to my mom about it. I was like, "Yo, like, what the fuck up? What the hell is this deal?" And like I was like kind of emotional. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was just fucking. I had it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this problem?" Like I didn't fucking do anything. Like he's totally out of line. And I was like, "What? He's like a piece of shit." And she was just like, "Calm down, breathe." She's like, "Your feelings are valid. You have a valid point."
Yeah.
But he has a valid point too. And I was like, "What? Like, are you fucking kidding me?" Like. No, he doesn't.
There's always two sides to the coin.
No, not this time. Not this time. She was like, yeah, he's right. He's got valid complaints. And I'm like, no, he doesn't. Like, and if he does, then that's not the fucking way to go about it. That's not the way to bring it up. Like, you don't just fucking... You can't scream... Like, first of all, like, if any boss screamed at their employee like that, then... peace out. Like, you're getting knocked the fuck out, like,
yeah, that's true.
And also, like, I don't think they're allowed. I mean, maybe they are allowed to do it. I don't know. Either way, it got very heated. Things got heated between my parents. And so I was just like, I told my mom, I was like, go fuck yourself. And then I fucking left.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And this was recent?
This was last Thursday.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
This was like...
This is a week ago.
Shit. This is like... I thought this was like, at least a year or 6 months. It was like, no, this was like an hour ago.
This is last week,
oh,
bro.
Shit.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. Fucking... I'm dealing with it very well.
Yeah. All right. So do you have siblings?
Mm-hmm.
You do? How many siblings do you have?
2.
Okay.
One of them was there.
Have any of them done this too? Or is this a family thing?
Nope. It's just my dad and me. It's just us two.
Are you the oldest?
Yeah.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And I've worked for him for 6 years. I started that business with him.
Oh, yeah.
So, they've never been. I don't think my parents have ever. I mean, my mom has yelled at my sisters, but my dad has like never raised his voice at my sisters. Like he's never like disciplined them at all. You know, like so their relationship with my parents is way different than mine is. You know, so. Yeah, my sister was there for that. Like she's 22, and so she fully knew what was going on. She's fully aware of everything, and she was just like, "Oh shit!" Like when I was yelling at my mom, or when I was telling
nothing's more
my mom
awkward
about
than watching people fight.
Yeah, and like if you can't go anywhere,
you're just sitting in the room. You're like, I really want to walk out, but I can't. I have to sit here and just pretend like I'm not in the room.
Yeah, because then you're like. I don't know. Have you ever been like, oh shit, like I need to be here in case it gets violent, and like you gotta like get between the two people? Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, that's the worst. I hate that the most because if it was just like a regular fight, honestly, like I think at this point, at this age, I'll walk away. I'll be like, all right, guys, you fucking do you, and like and I'll just I'll say something. I don't care. But but if I feel like it's gonna get violent, I'm like, oh shit, like I should probably be here. You know?
Yeah. Make sure no one dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I was in my 20s, I got into a fight with my dad. We almost had fisticuffs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I worked for him as well. So, yeah, I worked for him for a few years.
What were you doing?
We did gyms, health clubs, like fitness centers.
Okay.
Down in the Southeast. So I lived down in New Orleans, Louisiana. And, yeah, I remember we got into he was supposed to come and stay at my place, and yeah, we got into a fight over something stupid. It was so dumb. Now that I look back on it, it was so dumb. And yeah, and that was the last time we had like a fight, like an argument type of fight. I'll never forget the first time I rose my voice to him when I was like a teenager in high school. And because at that point I was like, we became the same size. And it was
so
like,
were you like, fuck you, you can't be.
Yeah, it was like, exactly. That's exactly what it was like. Yeah, it was like a turning of the guard at the house. It was like all of a sudden like, there's a power okay, yeah, like, all right. Yeah, and it's weird. It was weird. But
did he beat your ass for that?
No. I mean, I the last time he beat me when I was a kid, I mean, but I grew up in a different, time.
I got beat growing up too.
Yeah. I guess people are still getting beat.
Yeah. Not anymore.
That hasn't stopped.
Maybe not in the last 10 years, I think. I think the last 10 years is when it was like, okay, like, you cannot hit your kids.
Yeah, no, I think people still do for sure.
People do hit their kids.
I hit my kids, my oldest, until probably a few years ago. And just do spanks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's 11 now. I haven't laid any hands on my kids for years.
Yeah, my dad did that to me up until the last time he ever put his hands on me. He didn't beat me, but he like grabbed me and like shoved me into a wall. I was like 21. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, you better get the fuck off me. But the problem with me is he has like 100 pounds on me. We're the same height, but he's just bigger than me. Dude. Yeah, he's a fat guy. So like, and I'm small. Like, so I was just like, get off me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Man, what a way to start a podcast with domestic violence, huh? That's what I'm talking about.
This is the real and weird podcast. This is raw.
This is it.
This is raw. Sometimes it gets real, man. Sometimes it goes deep. Sometimes it gets weird. Today we're just talking about child abuse and our daddy issues.
Everybody beats their kids. Yeah, even I beat my kids.
And honestly, like, I don't feel like bad about it. Like, I don't like. Yeah. Like it, like I'm not scared of my dad,
Yeah, no, I know. I feel the same way. A lot of people, I've had people ask me like, how do you feel about it now? And I'm like, honestly, fine. Like, I mean, definitely there's times that I remember, but like, it's over and done with now.
Yeah,
it is what it is. Water under the bridge.
I move on pretty quick, but I still don't want to talk to them right now just because I feel like they don't quite understand what's going on.
Well, it's fresh. This just happened like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got to give it some time.
Yeah. So, like, but right now, dude, I'm doing great, man. Like, I I haven't not had a job in like 6 years, so I'm just like taking some time
off. Yeah, you
off.
said you just lost. I mean, not lost your job, but you're not working right now.
Yeah, so I'm just like kicking it. I'm just straight up like I've got some money in the bank.
So you bought a bow and arrow?
No, I've had the bow.
Okay.
I bought a quiver and some arrows for it. Like,
cool.
The quiver setup was all new.
Oh yeah.
And I just took out my bow because I just wanted to like play with it a little bit. Like,
of course. Play with your toys. A man playing with his toys.
Yeah. I was definitely like drawing it. I wasn't dry firing it, but like I was drawing the bow, because it's fun to draw. Like, and it's like have you ever shot a recurve bow?
Uh-uh.
Dude, it's the coolest feeling. Like, and just imagining trying to hunt with it, just like, that excites me like crazy. Like, I want to fucking learn how to do it because like I'm a big gamer. I've always been into video games. And bow and arrows have always been my weapon of choice in games. Like, I've just always thought they were super cool. Yeah. So like, I bought a recurve and it wasn't that expensive. It was only like $150, but I bought the recurve and. I want to try to hunt turkeys with it, and I want to hunt deer and elk with it, and a bear. I would like to hunt a bear with a fucking recurve. Oh shit! Like, that is like on my to-do list for life. Not anytime soon.
That's super ambitious because a bear will kill you.
Yeah. I've hunted in areas with bears, like active bears, and it was scary, man. Like. I bet. I was using a compound bow, but we were turkey hunting, and this was out in Colorado. And so we scouted out the area that we were hunting in really well. We just walked around everywhere. Yeah. We found so much bear shit, so many bear tracks. We saw like a bear den. We ran into some people who were hunting bears. Really? So we're like, there are bears here. Yeah. And we were turkey hunting, but we always like carried a piece on us. Like we always carried a pistol.
Oh, so, just in case.
Yeah. And
that's scary shit. Yeah, my brother-in-law does hunting a ton. I haven't. I went hunting for squirrels once when I was a kid. That's about the extent of my hunting career.
Did you kill a squirrel?
No.
So you've never killed anything?
No, I was no.
Hey, what have you killed, RJ?
No, I've never killed anything. I mean, besides bugs, I've never killed anything that I know of, at least on purpose. We went in Louisiana. That's part of where I grew up. They go squirrel hunting. Listen to how batshit crazy this is. They all stand around a tree, and then someone shakes the branches of the tree, and then the squirrel jumps out, and then everyone just starts shooting at it.
Jesus.
But like, dude, exactly. Exactly.
How often do people get shot?
I don't know, but it's got to be a lot.
Yeah. That's so stupid. You're shooting at
crazy.
Yeah. Bullets ricochet.
Yeah, exactly. And there's like a bunch of people standing around the tree waiting for squirrels to come out.
Fucking
and the best part is idiots. That if you did get hit, you got hit squirrel hunting.
Yeah.
Hunting for a squirrel.
It's not even cool, man. Like, you're not going to eat the damn thing. Like, no. What the fuck?
No, we ate them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Dude, I've...
Yeah, squirrel meat. I don't remember what it tastes like.
I've never eaten...
But they eat fucking everything in New Orleans.
Yeah, I bet. Little trash monkeys.
Yeah. Something like that.
I don't think I've killed a squirrel, but I've killed like chipmunks, rabbits, birds, mice, fish. I think that's the biggest thing I've killed is probably a jackrabbit. But I've gone coyote hunting, I've gone elk hunting, I've gone deer hunting, I've gone turkey hunting. So like I've hunted for various animals. I just suck at hunting.
You haven't gotten any?
I just suck at hunting. Dude, it's fucking hard, man. Like it is really, really hard to sneak up on an animal. Like I've taken shots at animals. Like I took a couple shots at some turkeys. But I missed. Like, it was just, like, in the heat of the moment, like, with the adrenaline. You're like, dude, I was fucking... I spooked
And this is all with bows?
Yeah.
Okay.
I spooked the turkeys, but I didn't realize it until, like, it was too late, So, like, I'm walking back to... Well, so, I was with a couple buddies, and we were all staking out this tree. We were watching this tree because we knew the turkeys would roost there. So we wanted to see when they would come and go from the roost. Yeah. So we were just sitting at this, or like watching this tree, and my cousin, he had to leave. Like he wasn't planning on staying the whole day, so he had to dip out early because he had work the next day. So came back to the trucks, so I leave the tree to walk back with him to the trucks. We ended up dabbing a lot, and like we slammed a couple beers. Like,
and when you say dabbing, you mean like dabbing?
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah,
obviously.
We were dancing, but then,
it's just a good dab joke.
Yeah, but a dab joke. But anyways, I go back to the fucking. I go back to the tree, and I'm walking back to the tree, and I was just looking for my other buddy. I wasn't really watching for turkeys. So I'm looking for my buddy, and I just hear psst, psst. I'm like, I stop, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And I look over, and I see him doing this, and like we made a hand gesture. Like if we did this, that meant turkeys, because like they could hear you really well, so you can't really like talk when they're around. So dude, turkeys are the fucking hardest bird to hunt, man. They're incredibly hard. They're smart birds. They can see, like, dude, their eyesight is incredible. I was like probably a good 400 or 500 yards away from these turkeys, and I was trying to creep up on them. We were watching them through binoculars, right? So we're seeing them clear across this fucking field. And so I start crouching, and I'm like stealth walking along the tree line to get to these turkeys, and it's all open. They saw me like from like 400 yards, 500 yards away, like, and they took off. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, how the hell am I supposed to hunt these things? Because you're using bows, man. Like, you got to be within...
Because you got to be, with a bow, how close do you have to be?
Optimum is like 10 to 20 yards for a turkey.
10 to 20 yards?
Because they're...
oh, dude, you got to be like right next to them.
You got to aim for their head. You got to
That's where you have to hit them?
This size fucking head, dude. Like...
Why can't you hit them in the body?
Because sometimes they don't kill the turkeys. Like, it's hard to kill a turkey with a body shot.
Really?
Yeah, they're tough bastards, dude. Like, so I've seen people, like, pictures of, like, turkeys with arrows through their necks, and they live. Deer do that, too. Like, animals are just really tough. Animals are just a lot tougher than people really think.
Well, we could probably do that, too. We're just too big of pussies.
No, I don't think so. I think humans are just pussies. Like, straight up just pussies. Like, I think if we die from blood loss or we'd get an infection or something. Dude, I've seen deer walking through the forest. Like, this is video of, like, its entire back removed. All the flesh off its back. And you can just see its ribs and its organs. And it was just walking through the trees like nothing happened. They're
Dude, that's
fucking
bananas.
tough. So, recurve bow and toys to bring that back
that's
around.
crazy. I can't believe you have to get that close to them. No wonder you can't. No wonder you're a terrible hunter, maybe.
Oh, yeah. I've gotten better at it, though, over the years. Like,
So do you go and shoot your bow? Where do you do that?
I don't do it enough, but you can go to an archery range, or you can just go out to the mountains.
Yeah, just go out and shoot.
Just take a box target, your arrows, and that's all you need. You can do it on pretty much anywhere, any public land. Yeah. What I like to do is I like to drive up to Camas, and I drive up, I don't remember the canyon, but it's up kind of by, what's it called? Woodland Camas. So it's pretty deep in the mountains. Not a lot of people go there I don't know, it's like a smaller canyon road, backcountry road.
Yeah.
So I drive up that road, and there's a part of the road where you can just pull over, and it's just like a turnaround, like for RVs and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I just drive up to that and then just walk into the trees and just shoot my bow. Yeah. So like I get out there, like I get like hella out in the fucking mountains, and I can just shoot my bow. So
yeah. It's
cool.
Well, can't you just shoot it in a park? I mean,
no, I don't think so. I think that's too dangerous.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because, what if you miss your arrow?
Yeah.
Arrows go far. Arrows go really, really far.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. It's because I'm not an archerist. Is that what they call it? Is that what you guys call yourselves?
Archer. Well, I wouldn't call me an archer.
Archer.
Okay.
Duh.
My experience level in archery is like equivalent to an open micer. I just say I do it, like I do it. I just try to get good.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter how good you are.
When the world ends and the world runs out of ammo, I'll just fucking shoot people with a bow.
You're ready for the zombie apocalypse. I'm not ready for that.
Nah.
Did you see the CDC is wanting us to prepare for a zombie apocalypse. Yeah.
Where did you read that on?
Google it.
Huh.
Get your Jamie. Where's your Jamie?
Aw, dude.
You should get a Jamie.
I used to have a Jamie.
You used to have a Jamie? Why did we get rid of Jamie? Jamie, where did you go?
Or his name is Jacob, actually.
But, your Jamie's a Jacob.
Yeah, my Jamie's a Jacob.
Does Jacob listen to your podcast? Hi, Jacob.
I don't think so. He's the one who helped me start it. I started it like.
Hey, Jacob, if you're here, we'd love to say hi.
RJ would really like to say hi to you, Jacob. Hey. He likes him young.
I like him young, buddy.
He's 20.
Younger the better.
Yeah, he's 20.
That's too young. You have to be able to drink.
He's about to turn 21. This month he's turning 21.
All right, well, hit me up.
I'm gonna bring him to the fucking Ice Haus for an open mic one night.
Oh, right.
Just get him trashed.
Get him up on stage?
No, I won't get him on. He would kill himself.
He would not be interested in that.
He would never. No, he's not that kind of.
Some people just aren't interested in it.
No, which is totally fine. The thing is,
most people aren't.
The thing
actually.
He was pretty good for the podcast, but he didn't Google stuff or anything like that. He just co-hosted it with me.
Oh, cool.
This was 2 years ago. That's when.
What did you do it on before?
What do you mean?
What did you do your podcast on before? Same thing?
Same stuff? Yeah. Yep. Cool. Real and Weird podcast, just on YouTube.
Yeah.
Had no following, nobody at all, and I still don't have anybody. I have a little bit, mostly
So not much has changed.
Yeah, not much. There's been a little bit of growth.
But you just started it. Did you just barely start it?
Yeah.
2 months ago?
Dude, it's actually kind of getting a little bit of traction right now. Not like it's big or anything like that, but people.
But you know the names of everybody that's listening, so let's go through them. Who are the listeners?
I actually don't know.
Who are we talking to? No, I'm just kidding.
Least, I think the past 2 episodes have gotten at least 30 views.
All right.
So
there you go.
So for me, that's great.
Yeah.
That's incredible. But yeah, we what the fuck was I talking about before that? Yeah, it's just taking little tiny steps, tiny steps, but it's hard. It's fucking hard podcasting.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
It's like a second job. I mean, I don't know. I only do it on the weekends. I don't even touch it during the week. So it's just only something that I do on weekends.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know if I want to put a ton of fucking time into it,
Yeah.
But goddamn, dude,
you're enjoying it, huh?
Yeah, dude, it's fun. I mean, I got you on, bro. It's people are fucking wanting to be on it, so.
I'm not really that big of a deal, so.
No, but to me, the fact that someone asks to be on it is that's pretty cool. So that means it's
fun, man.
It's something, right? Yeah.
It's fun. You're doing a fun thing.
And honestly, it's a good hang.
Yeah.
It is a good hang. I usually get fucked up when I do them. So, I always say I won't.
Well, let's get you fucked up then.
I'm trying
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get some more tobacco going. We have this special tobacco.
I might have to wait on that.
Okay, you're good.
Because I'm still fucked up from that.
Dude, I'm a huge stoner, so I'll smoke anyone out.
Nice.
Except for Snoop Dogg and Willie Nelson.
I'm not. I mean, I am, but I'm not. I keep my tolerance pretty low, just because
I know I need to. I did a tolerance break 2 weeks ago and did 48 hours.
That's your tolerance break? 48 hours?
Dude, I fucking smoke weed all day, every day.
Damn.
I mean, it's literally... And I've been basically high since, 2017, so...
Damn.
Yeah.
I've gone maybe, 5 or 6 months in a row where I've done that, where I was just high every day.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it. I couldn't keep up with it, man. It's just it broke me down.
It takes a real dedicated person, Manny.
Yeah, I don't have
You've got to be really dedicated, really motivated to stay stoned all day.
It's like everything else in my life, I half-assed it. Dude, I half-assed being stoned, bro. I couldn't do it.
I'm a go-getter. I'm an achiever. I'm a goal setter. Been high since 2017.
Damn. How is it though? Like,
it's been great.
Yeah,
it's been fun.
It's still like, because my biggest worry was that after a certain point, I would just like feel numb. Like I would just not feel like me anymore. You know?
Yeah, it's interesting because I really enjoy it. I know that it's not going to last forever. Like at some point I'm going to be like, okay, let's stop doing this every day. But right now I'm just enjoying it. And then it's allowed me to slow down. I just was going from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. And then I was really into my work, and so weed has allowed me to slow down and kind of go, okay, what's important? What do I really value? You know, where do I really want to spend my time? What do I actually want to be doing? And so that's been awesome. It's been really helpful. Like I did train. I don't know if you knew, I did training, coaching before this.
Yeah, I think
did personal training, and so I did that for like 15 years.
Damn.
And I was really successful, and it went really well, and it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. But it also consumed a lot of who I was and a lot of what I was doing. And then especially when I was working over at Vasa, I ran their whole training for like 4 or 5 years.
Damn. For
all their locations.
Do you know Will Fair?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he used to train me.
Oh, really?
I trained with him for a year.
Actually. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Over at West Jordan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a really good dude.
He is a good dude.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
He stayed like in touch with me after that too. Like,
oh, really?
Last time I talked to him was like right before the pandemic.
Oh, really?
Or actually a little bit after that. Because I think the gyms, it was right before the gyms like shut down. You know?
Oh, gotcha.
And that was like, I think I took the PT when I was like 18 or 19, so that was a while ago, a few years ago. But you
guys maintain contact?
Every time he sees me there, he's super dope. He says what's up, he says hi.
Yeah.
And then he just like asks how like my routine is going, like, you know, he just asks how things are going, and I usually tell him, then he'll just like give me some advice, and then that'll be it. I won't talk to him for a little while. Yeah. But then I'll see him again, same thing. And then I saw him last time I saw him, or maybe it was right before that. I think before the whole COVID shit. I saw him, I ran into him, I talked to him, and this is when I had just started like intermittent fasting every day. Mm-hmm. So I was down like 20 pounds, like just like within a month.
Did you used to be a fatty?
The heaviest I've weighed was 170.
Oh.
Which I was kind of fat at 170.
Yeah,
like,
you were a little chubby.
It was a fat 170, yeah. But
because how tall are you?
Like 5'7".
Okay.
Yeah. I have terrible genetics. I'm fucked, dude. That's why I have to work so goddamn. That's why I had to fucking run mountains every damn day. But this was around the time that I was running mountains every damn day, you know? So like I literally dropped 20 pounds in like a month, dude. Like I was fucking starving myself. I was just hitting it hard every day.
Yeah.
I felt good. I felt great. But anyways, I see him, I talk to him, and he just like, he offered to write me a whole workout plan. So he wrote me a whole fucking workout routine for like the next month, you know, and I could have, and it was one of those routines you could like fix and tweak.
Yeah,
so, like,
move
you
around
could just keep doing it for several months, you know.
Yeah.
He just did that.
Oh, cool.
He just offered to do it.
Yeah, no, a lot of trainers are, it's kind of a mixed bag. Half of them are really super nice and like some of the nicest, genuine people on the planet. Mm-hmm. And then there's a percentage of them that are the biggest douchebags on planet
the big
Earth.
Guys, like the really big guys.
No, and that's not necessarily true. So I mean, definitely there's a lot of big guys, you know, roided out that are just the biggest assholes on the planet. Mm-hmm. But there's also the ones that are roided out that are fun and nice. And ones that aren't on steroids, but that's very few that aren't. But yeah, my experience has been most people in that industry are pretty nice for the most part. And then there's a small percentage that are just a bag of dicks.
Do you have your Jay Woods?
Yeah, exactly. Dude, totally. Just people that just are just so selfish and just assholes, and are just so conceited. Because that's the other thing, that industry, there's a lot of vain people.
They're very
that are just into themselves, into their look, into all of that.
Yeah.
And so usually the people that are the nicer ones are more coming from like the health perspective, and like, hey, I want to help you. I want to help you, longevity and that type of thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
It's the guys that are, trying to make you look good.
And feel good. And feel good about looking good.
Yeah.
And like also feel good about working hard. Like feel good about really pushing it.
Yeah. So it's so it's a fun industry to work into. It's a really fun industry to work in.
I was really interested in working in that when I was younger. Like I really wanted to get into physical therapy, but from a athletic standpoint. Like I wanted to get into the more athletics part of it, and then I learned a lot. Like
it's a ton. I mean, the thing about it, the human body is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
and it's really interesting to learn about that stuff and to know how it works. And then it's also interesting how little people know about their body. That's the thing that's fucking crazy. Is like stuff that I take for granted because I just I grew up in it for the most part, and then I did it for a long time training. There's a lot of stuff I take for granted that I know and that I do, where people that grow up with parents that are overweight and don't work out and eat shit and, they just don't know. They just literally don't know. And so I consider myself somewhat fortunate to be able to have done that.
It's hard. Like I kind of feel the same way because I am very like health conscious. Like that's kind of why I really wanted to get into this. And that's why I like spend so much time like learning about the body, just like by watching YouTube videos and stuff like that, reading articles and shit. But like I really want to know how to like take care of it because I beat the shit out of it.
Totally.
I beat the shit out of my body. I want to do it safely and like not break shit. Like I've never broken a bone in my body ever in my entire life. I rarely get sick, like I'm horrible with sugar though. I am fucking horrible, dude. I will like suck the dick out of the M&M guy, like the peanut M&M guy. Like I fucking love M&Ms, dude.
Right.
And cookies.
Man, he's into sucking dicks of M&Ms.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they had dicks. That's neat.
We'll find out what's underneath that shell.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it's training is it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Especially if you're in the right environment, you're in the right spot, and you got good people around you and stuff. And you're working with good people. But it also can suck balls if you're in the wrong thing.
Like I bet like clients are a bitch to deal with.
That's exactly what I was just gonna say. Is people are sometimes the fucking worst. And
they just think they're right all the time.
It's hard because the thing about it is with fitness is it's kind of like religion, where like everyone kind of does it a little bit differently, and everybody has their belief system, and so there's a lot of that. And then also too, like most people, they just don't want to do it. Like they literally don't want to do it. And that was kind of, to be totally honest, when I got out of it, I got out of it for two reasons. One is I got kind of bored and sick of it. But then the other reason is I got sick of trying to sell a product that nobody wanted. Right? Nobody wants to everybody says they want to be healthy, but nobody actually wants to do what it takes to be healthy.
Nobody wants to cut the good foods.
Nobody wants to cut the good foods. They don't want to go on the walks. They don't want to go on the hikes. They don't want to go on the workouts. They don't want to show up at the time that they need to.
They don't want to not drink anything but water.
And it doesn't take... And the thing about it is it's really not that hard.
No,
it's not that hard.
No, it feels good too. Like it feels way better than living a bad lifestyle. And like, that's why I feel so bad every time I fucking go off the rails, because I'm like, shit, like I know this is bad for me, and like, I know I don't have to do this, but like I have a deep desire to do it.
Exactly.
Like,
no, I know.
It's my drug, you know.
No, totally. And so that's the thing. So it gets frustrating working with people trying to develop habits and trying to get people to show up to the gym. And, most of your job isn't even training. Most of it is babysitting fucking adults all the time. Like, why did you eat that? Why did you, and why, why aren't you here? And, it's a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
Especially when you're working with just general population. When you work with athletes, is a totally different thing. But...
Yeah. That's why I wanted to do athletics, because I wanted to be around people who wanted to fucking be there, like who signed up for that shit.
Athletes usually want to be there. Not all of them, but most of them want to be there. So it makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, when you're working with general population, most people, they don't want to fucking do shit.
Yeah.
They want to sit on their couch, watch TV, and eat bonbons all day.
Yeah. Not me, but I don't want to do that. I don't like sitting indoors all day. I don't like
I don't like it
sitting
either.
In place. I like going outside. I like going to do shit,
Yeah.
But
you're few and far between.
Yeah. You know what's weird?
There are people that exist like you, but not a lot.
Yeah. You know what's weird is that I get a lot of shit for that. Like, people kind of treat me like I'm an asshole because I'm like...
Yeah, because you're better than that.
Yeah, kinda. But you're not even...
That's why they're mad.
Well, it's not that necessarily, but it's also like, why get mad at me when you can make a decision to do the same thing that I'm doing? Like, the only reason that you're not doing what I'm doing is because you don't want to do what I'm doing. And granted, what I do isn't that special, all right? But to some people it is, to some everyday people. Yeah,
to some people, you going on a hike today for however long you went.
Yeah.
That's a big deal to some people. That's a really big deal.
I used to do that every day.
Yeah.
Every other day, every day, every weekend I would go up for 8 hours.
Yeah, and there's people that have never been on hikes.
Yeah, I know.
They've never even thought about it.
Yeah.
It's never even crossed their mind.
There are people who want to go, but they're too scared to go because they're out of shape or...
Yeah. Which is intimidating, right? I mean, you think about it. Because I've been on hikes with people that aren't able to do it, and... they get depressed, right? Because you think they go up a few feet, they already start huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
Right? You're walking, they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't," and then it can be embarrassing.
Yeah.
Really embarrassing.
I've been there plenty of times too. I totally empathize with those people, you know? My thing is, I don't mind taking the, people who aren't in shape hiking, but, because I understand that, they're going to get tired, so I can be patient with that. I can, I can not have an expectation to do a fucking rough, vigorous 10-mile hike with someone who's out of shape, I can compromise, so but the one thing I hate is when people complain, and quit, because I've taken people on hikes and they complain the whole time, or they want to quit, and it's dude, you're fine, let's go,
you're gonna survive.
Yeah. And
you'll have all your limbs when you come down.
Yeah, it wasn't that hard.
Everything will still be intact. You'll be okay.
Those bugs are more afraid of you than you are of them.
Yeah, no, it is true. Yeah, I think for me, the thing that's gotten me out in nature is psychedelics.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
that's the thing that got me going outside a lot more. Is once I started doing psychedelics, it was oh shit, I need to be outside.
Yeah,
I need to be out and doing shit. Mm-hmm. And that was where I started doing stuff. And I think a lot of people, they just get comfort in their home and.
Mm-hmm. Which is fine. I mean, to each their own,
Yeah.
Everybody's
got their thing.
Yeah. I there was a period where I was very judgmental of those kinds of people, and I was like, why? Who cares? It doesn't fucking bother you.
It's not your business.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt me. It doesn't affect me. So why are you being an asshole about this shit? So yeah, and I get it. I like playing video games too. It's, dude, oh my god. So this is a video game tattoo, right? This is a video game tattoo. This is a fucking video game tattoo that I'm still gonna finish. I need to finish this. Yeah. It's gonna be a half sleeve. I was a fucking geek. A lot of that shit's from video games. I built this computer to fucking play video games. I've literally put almost 1,000 hours into this game called Fallout New Vegas, throughout my life. 1,000 hours.
Dude, I love Fortnite. I love playing Fortnite with my kids.
Fuck that game.
Dude, I love it. Haters gonna hate. I don't care.
I used to be into it, but I kind of fell out of it. Yeah. But Anyways, psychedelics. Yeah, what were you saying?
I like psychedelics.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I accidentally cut you off. I feel like I cut you off.
No, I don't think you did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love doing it.
Do you want to talk about psychedelics? We can talk about psychedelics.
I always want to talk about psychedelics.
Yeah, let's talk about psychedelics.
Yeah, dude. Share one of your fucking stories. I feel like I talk about my psychedelic stories.
Do you talk about it a lot on the podcast?
Yeah.
So I'll tell you how I got into it. How about that? So I got into psychedelics after I got divorced. So this was, so let's back up. So I got divorced in 2017. I'd married for 10 years.
Damn.
3 kids. And then I've also had like depression pretty bad. And then I got hit in the head a lot in college. Playing football, yeah. Not just getting in frat fights. Yeah, I played football. So, and a lot of that depression and anxiety and some mental stuff, anger, all that stuff has come from that. A lot of those are CT symptoms. Yeah. Anyway, so I attempted suicide while I was going through my divorce.
Damn.
It was a thing of like I just couldn't take it anymore. It was kind of the last straw. I'd been struggling with stuff for years. And so I attempted and then was in a mental hospital for like a week.
Damn.
And it was fun. It was a great, luxurious time. But it was a great learning experience because I came out of it like I'm never going back to that place. Like this is, I need to figure out something. So I started doing Emdr Therapy. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah.
And so Emdr Therapy is like psychedelics light is what I refer to it as.
Yeah.
Because it kind of gets you into a psychedelic state without using any, any
chemicals.
Any chemicals. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I started doing that and was having a lot of success. And then I was listening to a podcast with Michael Pollan, and he was it was him and Joe Rogan, and they were talking about psychedelics. And then I listened to him with Tim Ferriss as well, and they were talking about psychedelics.
Dude, did you listen to the Joe Rogan episode with this guy? Brian Marzano?
No, I have not.
So that's that book I was telling you about that's about psychedelics.
Oh, The Immortality Key.
Yeah, where they try to...
the religion with no name. Oh, yeah.
They try to prove that like the ancient Greeks used psychedelics.
Yeah, there's another one, Starting with Fire or Playing with Fire.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Playing with Fire?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That talks about psychedelics. I read that book around that same time.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, so so around that same time, I met this girl on Instagram, and she had done ayahuasca.
Oh, nice.
And so I was like, hey, can we go to, coffee, and, I just want to ask you questions about it.
Yeah.
So she told me all, her whole experience about going and doing ayahuasca and how she'd been doing psychedelics. And so we ended up doing MDMA. And so that was the first psychedelic I ever took was MDMA.
Nice.
And it was really neat. We just did it at my place, listened to music, hung out, and had some pretty trippy experiences. But overall, it was kind of that experience made me. You didn't grow up Mormon, right? No. So in the Mormon church, and I bring this up because I grew up Mormon. In the Mormon church, they refer to what they call the veil, meaning it's the veil of forgetfulness is what they call it, where we forgot the previous life and we can't see on the other side. Yeah. And that's why this world is the way it is because of that veil, because you can't see it. And so psychedelics kind of lifts that veil to the other side. Yeah, so you can kind of peek in and see.
I've seen that, dude. It fucking almost broke me, man.
Yeah.
The mushrooms that, those fucking, they broke me for a second, dude. I came out of it and I was just like, I wasn't even out of it. I opened my eyes, because I was having I saw that I passed that veil, when my eyes were closed. And what was I saying? What were you saying?
We were talking about psychedelics.
Oh yeah, you're saying that. Yeah, my dad he didn't hit me all the time. He wasn't not a bad person.
That was a bad reference to earlier.
He's not a bad... Okay, I feel like I gotta say this, though. He's not a bad person. I think he's just emotionally inept. Like me. Like me.
How old's your dad?
He's like 43 or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
43?
a young guy.
How old are you?
24.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he had me when he was 19.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was just a pup.
Yep.
Just a young dad.
And my mom's 21 when she had me.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Mm-hmm. Just turned 21.
That's what's up. Your dad was getting the older ladies. That's what's up.
Fucking, he should have wrapped it up. He should have wrapped it up. That's too young to have a kid.
Or they should have aborted you.
Yep, but they were Catholics. Oh, that's a good bit. That's a good bit.
That is a good bit. You need to do that.
Yeah, fuck.
Okay, I'll do that. Write that down. No, write it down.
No, I'll hear it when I listen to the podcast again. I'll listen to it. But
listen to it and then.
Yeah, I'll remember. I'll make a mental note. Actually.
Yeah, write it down now. Yeah. I always do that. If I forget to, I always forget. That's a good.
That's a good
tag
idea because I already forgot the punchline. What was it? My parents should have.
You were talking.
I wish my parents would have aborted me, but they were Catholic.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
The premise is that your parents should have aborted you, but they were Catholic. They were also young. That was part of it as well. Young and Catholic. My parents were 19 and 21 when they had me. If I was their friend, I would tell them to abort me. But they're Catholic.
I'll come up with
something.
I have the punchlines, so that's all I need.
There you go.
Because
make it work.
If you notice, I lack a lot of punchlines in my comedy.
He's like, yes, I got a punchline.
Finally.
Yes. Now I can just do the other part of it.
The other part I can do.
Yes.
I can write a premise. Okay? My premises are good, but then my fucking punchlines just fall apart.
That's funny.
I think
that's how I feel too. I feel the same way.
Scott and I think Haley were making fun of me the other day, or was it Haley? Somebody. It's Scott for sure. But anyways, Scott. This was Wednesday night.
When he roasted you and he said, "Manny, I'll roast you when you're funny."
No, I wasn't gonna fucking.
That was so funny.
I wasn't gonna bring that one up.
Oh my god!
That's what it was.
I was laughing so hard. I mean, they made fun of me for my midlife crisis, so fuck you.
No, it was a good fucking.
It was so.
I'm mad that he thought of it before I could.
Oh, dude, so funny. Scott's a funny dude.
Dude,
man.
I was like, you son of a bitch. It was good. It did hurt, but I didn't take it that personally. You know,
don't take it personally.
No,
dude.
But
we've all been doing it for. I started in June. When did you start?
November.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing it. We're like babies in this. We're not even toddlers yet.
Yeah, but anyways, Wednesday at Wise Guys, I had a good joke. I had one good joke, and it was the one I did.
You did do well at Wise Guys on Wednesday.
The rest of my set was okay. I had one I had one big laugh, and then from then on out, it was slowly downhill. But it didn't crash at the end. But it was going to. I think I got off a minute early. So if I would have done another minute, it would have been silent by the time I got off. So I was all right, I knew when to call it. But anyways, I had one good bit, and Scott was like, "Oh, Manny, you started fast and lost them early. One pump chump," or something like that. I think Scott said that. I think it was that. Yeah, he said something like that.
Scott has good one-liners all the time.
Are you signed up for the roast battle?
No, I need to reach out to Holly.
Yeah, same.
And tell her I want to get on it. I was hesitant because I'm not that confident in myself yet.
Dude, me neither. But it's in May.
Geez. Yeah.
It's a couple months from now.
I know, exactly. It's a couple months from now, and who the fuck cares at the end of the day? Mm-hmm. Right? Who the fuck cares?
No one's going to be there but us.
Exactly.
I mean, some crowd might be, but who cares?
No, it doesn't matter. Exactly. Because is she just doing it on a regular
Friday,
night?
I think.
Oh, it's a Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, she's making it one of the shows?
Yeah.
She showcase goes?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
you gotta make sure there's still spots. I don't know.
Oh yeah, speaking of shows, I need to promote my show.
Go ahead.
March 26th, Ice Haus, 7 p.m. Be there or be square. Boom. Yeah, we're just doing we have a show going on. I have a buddy coming in town from Atlanta.
Okay. Yeah, you sent me the flyer for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a buddy that's a comedian out there, and then I've got who's on it? Holly, Scott.
Did Holly ask
Matt
you if she could headline?
No, she did not ask me to headline.
You asked her to headline?
I did not ask her to headline. I asked her to be on it.
Oh.
So she'll be on it. With myself, Scott, Matt Tribe, and my buddy Terry. Oh, and Will. Will is the headliner.
Yeah. That sounds fun.
How could I forget the headliner?
Oh, that's the headliner. Okay.
Yeah.
I should be there. I think I have a party to go to later that night, but it should be
cool.
like after that.
Yeah, come.
It's I'll be there.
Yeah, it'll be fun, man. My buddy and I've been writing with him basically since I started. He's actually the one that got me into it. Mm-hmm. And so he's coming out. He's fun.
Yeah,
he's really fun.
I don't have any fucking like friends that I knew before stand up that do stand up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like I even have any interest in doing stand up. I have one friend, and I don't even know him that well. He's really tight with my cousin, but I've hung out with him a few times. Like, he's a chill dude.
Yeah.
And he wants to do stand up.
Oh, cool.
He's in Colorado. Zach Arguello, you fucking little pixie.
Zach, give him DMT and do stand up.
Zach, start fucking stand up, you little pussy. Do it, bitch.
Yeah, my buddy Terry, he so what really inspired me was we were sitting on a ski lift, and he was me, him, and his sister. And his sister's younger than us by a couple years. And I was asking her, I hadn't seen her in years. And I was asking her how her life was going. So she was telling me all about it and how she was all accomplished. And she had gotten married. And she got her degree from like Georgetown. She's a therapist. Damn. Like, she's like really smart girl and, very accomplished.
You're I gotta smash.
No, she was married. I was really sad to hear that. But Terry follows it up with, yeah, and I'm an MC for belly flop contests on cruise ships, which he actually is. Really? That's literally his job. He is an MC on a cruise ship for cruises that host music festivals. So imagine Kiss, which is one of the bands that they had, does a music festival on a cruise ship, and he's the MC the whole cruise ship. Oh, shit. Right? And then he also does stand-up comedy.
So he probably makes bank from that shit.
Yeah, I mean, he does. Yeah, he does well. His wife also works for the company as well. She's like the right-hand man or whatever to she's well-to-do up there as well. And but anyways, so after I heard that, I was like, dude, I fucking want to do that so badly. Like, I want to do something fun like that. Like, that sounds so fucking fun.
Yeah.
And so ever since I heard that, I was like, okay, I need to try this. And I've always wanted to try doing stand-up comedy. Mm-hmm. And just I like speaking in front of people. I enjoy that. It's fun. Mm-hmm. And so it's so anyways, but that was the moment that I was like, dude, fucking A, MC on a belly flop contest for cruise ships.
Yeah.
That's the shit.
I don't know if I have any friends who do shit like that. Like,
well, dude, yeah. Give it some time.
Yeah, for sure.
You're only 24.
Yeah.
You'll have friends do all sorts of weird shit.
Yeah, I mean, I do have a friend who he's a martial arts instructor. He teaches martial arts to kids, and he also competes. He competes in tournaments and shit, like around the world. Like,
that guy's gonna do some cool shit.
He's good.
10 years from now, you're gonna be like, that guy's doing some cool shit.
I'm like,
shit.
This is the next Eddie Bravo. Like, he's a karate guy. Like, he does like karate type martial arts. Yeah, dude, he's 20 years old, and he's fucking hella accomplished, man. Like, he's like a full-time student too. So like, and he has another job. He's an accountant on top of that. So like, that motherfucker just works, dude.
Yeah.
So
I look back on my life, and I have buddies that are in the NFL still, and I'm like, oh yeah, I really am doing awesome. I'm really murdering it.
What years did you play?
I played at Utah. I played 6, 7, and 8.
Okay.
06, 07, 08.
Okay.
My senior year was when we went to the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
So that was my senior year. Was when we were undefeated.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a fun time. Yeah, I was the only white guy in the secondary, and 4 of the 5 guys that started that year played in the NFL for just the secondary.
Damn.
And then...
What was your position?
So I played safety.
Okay.
Is what I played. And I really wasn't that good. I mean, I was okay in college. I was good in high school. I was a good high school player. You know, I'm short. I'm really too small. I should never have played college football, ever. I had no business doing that. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I played special teams and started like 4 games when I played.
Oh, nice.
So it wasn't like I was some big shot.
Yeah. That's still cool, though.
It was fun. It was way fun. And yeah, when we went to the Sugar Bowl and had the undefeated year, it was a really fun time.
Yeah, I bet, dude. That fucking just constant wave of adrenaline.
Yeah.
Winning every game. Like,
dude,
holy shit.
Yeah, we were really good. We were really good.
Yeah.
And we knew it. It was fun though. I mean, it was fun. We worked our asses off that year.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a lot of talented guys. I mean, dude, there was that was back when we played in the Mountain West. It's not like now they're in the Pac-12 and, you know, they're getting guys left and right. You know, this was a little bit of a different era, and but we still had from that team like 20, 25 guys in the NFL from that one team. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And a lot of them played. Like some of them just barely retired.
Damn.
Like, that's a long time. Damn. Right? I'm an old man, kind of. But, I mean, they played in the NFL for 10, 12 years, whatever it was. I mean, it was a fucking long time.
Damn.
So, yeah, it was, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But, yeah, I do not want my kids to play, though.
Right.
Yeah, just too many head injuries.
Yeah. I actually have a buddy who just got drafted into the NFL from the Utah team.
Who?
John Pennicini.
Oh, yeah.
He got signed into the Lions.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
That's great.
I've known him since, like, 9th grade.
Oh, really?
And, he was a fucking nice guy, man. He's the nicest guy in the world. Yeah. He's this gigantic, like...
Huge Polynesian dude, yeah. Dude, those Polys were the nicest dudes.
Yeah, he was
seriously, I loved hanging out with the Polynesians. They were the nicest guys.
They were just so chill, dude.
They were so chill.
So relaxed all the time.
They were so chill.
Yeah, and he was just like a big teddy bear, you know? He's just a funny fucking guy. Like, dude. He and I used to always, like, dick around in class. Like, in the 9th grade, we had a class together, and we'd always dick around in that class.
Yeah.
And, like, I could tell that he kind of wanted to study, you know? Because he was a good student, but at the same time, he was just down all the time. Just fuck around, you know?
Yeah, I wish when I played that I wasn't such a white Mormon nerd, because when I played I was just this dork that, you know, hated to. I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, I did none of that. I was Mormon as fuck, and I would have been the guy to rat you out.
Damn.
I was that guy, 100%.
And everyone's worried about me being a fucking
cop.
Yeah,
I was the narc for sure. I was such a bitch, but I was still a nice guy. Like, I wasn't a douchebag. At least I don't think I was. But I had, but yeah, I wish I wasn't that way, and I wish. I could have hung a little bit better, because I didn't participate in those activities as much, which would have been fun.
I wish
I was too busy getting married.
Oh, yeah.
You know, being Mormon.
Yeah. Well, how old were you when you got married for the first time?
Yeah, I've only been married once. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably never do it again. Once is enough. Let's see, how old was I? We got married in 2007, so I would have been 23, returning 23 that year.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine getting married right now.
Yeah, I would be. Yeah, you're 24, right? Yeah, so I would have been married for a year by now.
Damn.
Yep. Yeah, my wife had turned 19 3 days before we got married.
Damn.
Yep. Yeah, so... Yeah.
That's a significant, like, mental gap, too. You know? Like,
dude, for sure. Like, you think about 19-year-olds?
Yeah, they're dumb.
They are fucking so dumb. Oh, my God. And the fact that someone let her get married to me?
I know, dude.
Like, I cannot believe, like, dude, you guys let this happen?
I know a 19-year-old, she's not 19 anymore, but when she was 19, her and her 21-year-old boyfriend bought a house together, and they weren't married. They're still not married.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck, dude? That's crazy, man.
Bananas.
Like, that is commitment. That is a big commitment.
Dude, huge commitment. I look back on some of the shit that I did, and I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? Like, I was so stupid. But I was super Mormon. I was so Mormon. Dude, I was Mormon until I got divorced.
Yeah.
I was like way into it. I got married in the temple, went on a mission, did that whole thing.
Damn.
And
where'd you go?
San Antonio, Texas.
Okay, so you were local.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't have to
didn't want to
bathe in
language.
rivers and learn new language or anything like that. I was English speaking. I mainly was in San Antonio and Austin were the two cities I was mainly in. It was a really cool mission, actually. I look back on my mission with like, okay, that was a good experience. I want to go back one day and like do like a anti-Mormon mission, like, hey, sorry, I told you all this shit, like, my bad, like, I did not know what I was doing, I was young, I was very impressionable at the time.
So you just go to door knocking?
Like, okay, so I'm sorry I came down here to do that. Yeah, like, we used to, I was like a missionary, like, I was so into it. We would stop cars. That's how, I would stop cars. Manny, I'm not shitting you at all. This is not a joke. This is real life. I would be in my missionary outfit, and I would stop a car in like a neighborhood with my companion, and they would be like, "What?" And I would be like, "We have a message for you about Jesus Christ." And they'd be like, "Shut the fuck up." And I'm like, "No, I'm serious. Like, I've got a Book of Mormon. Let's do this." That's actually how I baptized a guy.
Talk about selling a product nobody wants.
Dude, totally. We had this meth head that had just come off of his drugs. Oh. Super nice guy.
So you just took
advantage
of him?
No. He stopped and talked to us.
Oh.
And we ended up going to his house. And his house was like a total meth house, dude. And we ended up baptizing this dude, and he would come to church all the time. And he was like, he got sober for like a month, but yeah, that's what I did. I fucking stopped people on the side of the road.
Oh, jeez.
Can you even believe that?
Did anyone ever pull a gun on you?
No.
I would have. If you stopped me in my car, like came up to my window.
Because I would just kind of did it like a taxi cab driver, like I'm hailing a taxi. Like, I didn't like stand in the middle of the road. Yeah, but I cannot believe I did that.
Dude, if somebody did that to me, I would pull a gun on them.
Oh, dude, I was so into my mission. I loved Jesus so much. I wanted to baptize every motherfucker in Texas. Dude. I wanted to make sure everyone knew that God, Jesus, and Joseph Smith loved them. That was my mission in life.
I almost got in a fight with some missionaries once.
Did you?
And I was the one who provoked it.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
So they
Do you have a garbage, by the way? Why are you telling that story?
I've got.
Oh, sorry.
Bag.
Perfect.
That's what I use.
That will work great. Go ahead.
But these missionaries came to my. This is, I was 19 or something like that, and I was living at my parents' house still, and these missionaries came to our door. I answered, and I was home alone, and they're like, "Hey, are your parents here?" And I was like, "No, my parents don't live here." And they're like, "Who lives here?" I'm like, "Me." And I was fucking with them already. Like, I was already fucking with them.
Yeah, you were already just
I was ready.
It. You were like, fuck these guys.
I was ready.
Fuck these guys trying to help people and bring the light of Jesus into their lives.
I was very anti-Mormon when I was a kid. Like, when I was younger, I did not respect them at all. Like, I mean, I still don't. I don't respect their religion. Like, I respect the people, but I don't respect the religion.
The people are really nice.
Yeah,
they're really nice.
I've never had a Mormon
it's
ever
it's the cunts at the top.
Yeah. But like any cult. But anyways, I'm like, no, I live here, and they're like, they didn't believe me. You know, they're like, bullshit. Where are your parents? I was like, dude, they don't live here. I own this house. They're like, how old are you? And I'm like, 19. They're like, are you sure? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, oh, okay. Like it wasn't like they believed me, but they're just like, okay, we're moving on, you know? Like, they're like, have you ever heard of Jesus Christ? And I was like, who? And they're like, have you ever heard of Jesus Christ? And I was like, no, I've never heard of him. And they were just like, oh, well, let me tell you all about him. So they just got super excited.
They get so excited.
I was like, oh, you're talking about God? Nah, bro, I believe in the devil. And they were like, what? I was like, yeah, dude, I actually believe in the devil. And I was like, I worship the devil. And they were like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, where are your parents? I'm like, they don't live here.
They're like, you need parents now. Yeah. You need parents more now than ever.
Yeah. And they were just like confused, but also like angry. Like the one guy was really angry at me. And I'll take a hit of that too. But sorry, I just cut myself off. The guy was getting kind of mad, so I don't remember. I think we just kind of left it off there. They were just like, all right, whatever, we'll just come back another time. And I was like, okay. And they left, and as they were walking down the street, I ran over to the room at the end of the house. I think it was my sister's room at the time. And I yelled out her window, "Hail Satan!" And then I flipped him off. And then the guy was like, "What the fuck did you just say?" And he started walking back to my door, dude. And his buddies had to fucking stop him.
Dude, don't fuck with a Mormon, bro.
And then a few weeks later, me and my dad were replacing the roof on our little fifth wheel on our camper. Mm-hmm. And so we were out in the front yard, or in the front, and those same missionaries drove by and they all flipped me off. They turned around in the car and flipped me off.
Oh, that's funny. Nothing like getting flipped off by some Mormon missionaries.
It was the best thing ever.
That's funny.
I was so proud that I got under their skin. But yeah, that's the last. Well, I've had Jehovah's Witnesses come up to me and try to talk to me, and
oh man,
dude,
meeting with Jehovah's Witnesses is the absolute worst.
Yeah,
those people are fucking terrible. If
They're
you're
crazy.
a Jehovah's Witness, fuck you.
Yeah, they
I'm just kidding. I know one Jehovah's Witness. He's actually a nice guy, but fuck the rest of you.
Dude, they caught me when I was outside doing yard work. I was pulling weeds in my parents' driveway because it was just a gravel driveway with dirt underneath it. It wasn't paved yet. So there was a bunch of weeds there. And I think I was being punished for something. I'm kidding. But I was definitely being punished for something. So I had to pull all the weeds out of it.
Yeah.
And the fucking Jehovah's Witnesses walked past me and they fucking got me. You know, I couldn't go anywhere, you know. So they just started to like read me shit out of these pamphlets and shit like that, and they started asking me dumb questions like if I ever went to church or if I believe in God and all that shit. And like,
dude, they're bullies, man.
Yeah,
they are fucking bullies.
At the time I was really young, like I was probably like 13, 14.
Yeah.
And so I just didn't have the courage to be like, fuck off.
Dude,
like,
they bully the fuck out of you.
They kept coming back for weeks, dude. Yeah, about maybe like 2 weeks. They kept coming back every day.
Yeah.
And I would just be like, I don't have time. Like, I think 2 days I fucking, I fell for it, like, because I was outside. But then I told my parents about that, and they're like, okay, if you see them, you can come inside.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And
I'm just going to run inside before they get there.
Yeah. Dude, I was literally being chased by monsters, and my parents were like, knock first.
Yeah, I had some interactions with those guys when I was on my mission as a Mormon.
Ooh, is it like gang fights?
Yeah, it was like religious gang fights.
Yeah.
Exactly. Everybody had their colors on. Yeah, we were all packing, and yeah, I fucking hate those guys. They're just mean.
Mm-hmm.
Just so goddamn mean. Yeah, not to mention their religion's batshit crazy. It's all batshit crazy.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I try not to talk too much.
Do drugs, kids. Don't go to church. Do drugs.
That's why I try not to judge religion, because like I do drugs. You know,
like, dude, that's my religion. Shrooms in the desert. That's what I tell people all the time. Yeah. People ask me what I believe in.
I want to do shrooms in the desert soon. Like I'm trying.
We need to set up that show we were talking about. Doing a show out in the desert.
That kind of makes me worried though, because imagine just like a bunch of people together who don't really know each other that well doing mushrooms together like, in the desert. Dude.
I know, but dude, if everybody's cool, but we all know, that's the thing, is we'd have to make it invite only. It would have to be invite only. We're not sharing it on social media. We're not promoting it. Yeah. It's literally comics and your intimate friends.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
But even then, like, everyone reacts to, like, Kayla, like, she had a crazy fucking trip. Like imagine if, like, we were out in the desert and she was like, you guys are going to murder me.
You guys are cops.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like somebody...
It's like Burning Man.
But that happens every time. Someone always has a bad trip. If you're doing them with people, someone always has a bad trip.
Yeah, I guess that may be true. I don't do psychedelics normally in large groups.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, like when you guys were doing shrooms the other day, I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I've done shrooms with, like... 4 other people, and that was a fucking shit show. It was out in the woods too, and there were dudes who fucking do drugs all the time. And granted, no one, like, it wasn't like bad, but it just, things got a little out of hand. You know? And things got a little crazy, and I don't like that. Like I like a mushroom experience just to be fucking chill, relaxed, mellow. Even if I'm
Why don't you get a little more specific on what crazy was?
Like, and I've told this story before on the podcast, but it's like people were just like running around, screaming in the woods, like just yelling super loud, knocking tables over. Somebody like was fucking running.
So no one was fucking anybody.
No, it was just all humans.
Which once again,
they could have.
No one was fucking each other,
no one got
right?
Fucked. No, but. With those guys, they might fuck each other. Nah, just kidding.
You never know.
Yeah, there was nothing like that. People were just like
that you know of.
Not that night. We were all sleeping in our own separate tents, man. But yeah, because there was a mixture of alcohol, weed, and mushrooms. And I think it's the alcohol that made them get crazy.
Yeah,
like
the alcohol.
Just like, I don't like hooting and hollering. Like I don't like that kind of shit. And it's like it wasn't a bad, like I said, it wasn't bad, but it was just like a little
just
much
weird,
for
a little
mushroom.
too much.
Yeah, like but
yeah, mushrooms. It's got to be a certain thing. It's got to be a certain vibe,
and it's got to be a very like stress-free, not like, which comedy would probably be really good for that. Like if we just the last time I did shrooms was with a buddy and his wife. His wife didn't do it, but he and I did. And dude, I was just riffing with them, talking about religion and other shit, and we were laughing so hard. Yeah. It was so fun. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. And that night, I've never laughed harder in my life. Everything that happened was so funny. But then, it's the next day where you're like, oh shit, something could have went wrong. Like something could have gotten out of hand quick.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd like to avoid those kind of fucking nights. But like, just bullshitting and laughing all night on mushrooms, dude, it's so much fun. And have you ever mixed mushrooms and alcohol?
No,
it's a good time.
I've done mushrooms with weed, but not with alcohol. I don't really like. I mean, I'm not a huge drinker.
Yeah,
dude, I drink more now than I ever have hanging out with all you fucking comics.
Yeah,
I like just getting stoned is my main jam.
Yeah. Dude, a couple beers on mushrooms is fucking nice, man.
Is it? Yeah. See, but I don't like even getting drunk. I don't really like. I don't know. I don't get drunk either. I don't enjoy it.
Yeah. I don't do it very much. I drink every night, but I don't get drunk. You know, I only have like 2 or 3 beers, and that ain't shit to me. Like, because I drink that much every day, so.
Yeah.
Which I'm trying to quit. I'm trying to slow down on the drinking.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I drink because it's convenient and it's there, and everybody else is doing it, and I want to be a cool kid.
Yeah. Which is stupid, because, like...
No, it is so dumb. Yeah, no, I agree. I also drink, too, because I feel bad for the wait staff, and I feel like I have to order something, because they keep coming back.
You don't ever get food?
I do, but the food's usually more expensive than just getting a beer.
Get coffee or something. Well, if it's at night, you don't want to get coffee.
That's true. I could get coffee though, because I can sleep, especially if I have weed. That might be it, dude.
Do you drink soda?
Dude, you may have just helped me figure something out. I need to try that, because I like being sober when I do stand up. Because I'm definitely not funny when I'm drunk. I'm not funny when I'm high. I'm barely funny when I'm sober.
Same.
I mean, so...
Do you drink these bad boys?
No. But I do drink coffee. I just usually stop and start drinking alcohol.
Yeah. I don't drink coffee very often at night. It'll keep me up, for sure.
Yeah. I need
Dude,
to see.
fucking...
But doing just like a little...
You know, a
little something. Yeah.
Soda.
I don't like drinking soda. Soda's bad for you, Manny.
Yeah, I know, but like
it's
a cheap
bad
option.
for you.
It's a cheap option.
As I'm sitting here talking about how I'm drinking alcohol, I'm like, soda's bad.
Dude, I bought $40 worth of Girl Scout cookies today.
Did you?
Yeah. The 6 o'clock. So I think the fights are about to start.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we should watch some of the
Let's
fights.
go.
I think everyone's gonna start coming over soon. But anyways, give some plugs again.
Yeah.
After you finish your cookie.
Girl Scout Samoas. Girl Scout S'mores. Show at the Ice Haus, March 26th at 7 p.m. Be there or be square. Boom.